Welcome everybody to a new video, and in this one I'm gonna go over the 11 food recipes that give you damage buffs, such as the shattered bread. So to start off, I will be starting with the 3 foods that you unlock in the logistics area, and then I'll go over the ones that you find all over the map. So the first 3 are going to be the canned meat, the Stardust raspberry shaved ice, and the shellfish meat. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So now let's start off with canned meat. Canned meat is the food that's going to increase your shrapnel damage by 20% if you have the kitchen set buffs and right. And so you're going to need just any kind of meat. It's going to work. It's just the difference between the different meats that you use are only going to change your secondaries bonus, right? And then you'll need salt, which can easily be made with seawater, right? So you just go to the sea, you get water, and then you come back to your stove or kitchen set or whatever, right? And then you just put the seawater in, and it's gonna give you salt back. And lastly, you're gonna need aluminum ingot, which is pretty easy to get. You just find aluminum ores, you mine them, and then you melt them, and then that's gonna give you aluminum ingots. Next up, we've got the Stardust Raspberry Shaved Ice, which increases your continuous debuffs duration by 20%. So to make that, you're going to need ice cubes, which can be made with the fridge by using purified water. And then you also need hawthorn berries and blueberries, which are really easy to get just at the bottom side of the map, right? Just as plants. And then for aloe, you can get them easily in the red sands area, just all over the place, and there's some spots that also spawn aloe. The next one is going to be shellfish meat, and you're going to be needing 3 ingredients to craft it, right? So you're going to need purified water, you will gonna need sugar, and you're going to need shellfish. So shellfish can easily be obtained at this TP right here, bottom side of the map. You TP there, and then you just go around the beach, and you find plenty of shellfish rocks there. You destroy the rocks, and then you'll get shellfish. For sugar, it's pretty easy. You need beet, right? You're gonna need beets to transfer them into sugar, and beets can be obtained in a lot of settlements. And there's actually one specific spot that I've found that gives a lot of beets, and it's gonna be this one right here, which is near the mayor's market. So yeah, plenty of beets there, don't miss it. And then for purified water, it's pretty easy. You just purify your dirty water collected right into the purifier, and it's going to come out as purified water. The french fries is the food that gives you 20% weapon damage during Fortress Warfare, and can be found at the Alternate Reality Research Institute right over here, hidden in a plant. And now to craft honey glazed meat. Well, you're going to need 4 ingredients, right? You're going to need purified water, you're going to need salt, you're going to need just any kind of meat, and then you'll need deviated aloe vera, which can be obtained in your garden. So if you go to your garden, right, I have a pretty big farm here. There's 2 ways to get the deviated aloes easier. The first one is just if you're lazy to like manually manage your farm, right, you just put bees next to them, and they'll increase the mutation chance of planted crops, and the higher the deviation energy level, the higher the mutation chances, right? So I've got 2 over here working, and the second way to do this would be to craft the fertilizer that gives mutation boosts, which is right here. It's going to cost you mushrooms, Stardust source, and fertilizers. And a very good mushroom spot to farm mushrooms would be, you go right here in the map, at this bottom area, you TP to this one, and you go through this hole, right, or this one, doesn't matter, and then you just run in that cave all the way over here, and you'll find plenty of mushrooms, right? So this is the second way if you want to do it, and eventually you get the mushroom seeds, right? So you won't even need to manually farm mushrooms anymore. The bone in Deviated Saucage gives 15% damage versus bosses and can be found on this table in this restaurant at Blackfell. Now, to craft the bone in Deviated Saucage, you're gonna need any kind of meat, right? And then you'll need deviated mushrooms. Which, as I explained, you're going to be getting them through your farms with the fertilizer mutation boost or your bees. And then to end that, you're going to need masala, which can be obtained by buying them. So you can buy the seeds from the vendor that's at Tallgrass Inn. The Stargazy pie gives 25% crit damage when your stamina is full and can be found at Highland. Now to craft the Stargazy pie, you're gonna need, the 3 ingredients that you're gonna need are all gonna be deviated, right? So this is gonna be pretty hard to craft. Well, hard. Not necessarily hard, but it might be costly, since you'll need deviated pumpkins, deviated saffron, and deviated wheat, right? So, same thing. You get those deviated stuff through your farm by either using your mutation boost fertilizers or by having bees in your base. The pumpkin salad increases your crit damage by 15% and can be found on the boat at Rippleby. Now to craft the Stardust pumpkin salad, you're gonna need deviated pumpkins, which, you know, just like usual, you get the deviated stuff in your garden from your bees, from having bees, or from using the mutation boost fertilizers. Salt is gotten from seawater, and butter is crafted on the stove with either 3 goat milk or 3 deer milk. And that's about it for the Stardust pumpkin salad. By the way, if you'd like to see more Once Human content from me, don't hesitate to like this video and subscribe to my channel. The assorted canned fruits give you weak spot damage plus 25% when your sanity is over 80, and its recipe can be found in this restaurant at Alkirk. And now, to craft the assorted canned fruits, you're gonna need deviated beets, which, as usual, you just get them through your fertilizers or the bees. You'll need coconuts, which can be easily farmed in this area right here, right? So you can actually just TP to Deadsville, or just any of these TPs at the bottom of the map in Broken Delta, and there'll be coconut trees. And do keep in mind that coconut trees really look like palm trees, and the only difference is that at the top of the tree you'll see the coconuts if it's a coconut tree, and if it's not, it'll be a palm tree. So these are the ways to get them. Now on video I should be showing a clip of me farming coconut trees near Mayor's Market. And then to finish off, you'll need aluminum ingots, which, as usual, you know, just mine aluminum, melt them, and then you'll get the ingots. The shattered bread makes all of your weapons deal 25% increased damage and can be found at Rippleby Market near Rippleby. Now, to craft the shattered bread, you're going to need normal wheat, you're going to need sugar, which is transformed using beets, and corn oil, which is transformed using, well, corn, obviously. And then the expensive thing to use here is going to be deviated aloe vera, which is, as usual, you get them through your farm with the bees or the fertilizer mutation boost. The mixed fried hot dogs allows you to deal 20% increased damage versus enemies affected by the bullseye. And the recipe can be found in Holtztown near Tallgrass Inn. And now, to craft the mixed fried hot dog, you'll need any kind of meat, you'll need deviated mushrooms, and corn oil. So the meat and the corn oil is easy to get. However, for the deviated mushrooms, well, you're going to have to plant mushrooms in your garden and use your bees or the mutation boost fertilizers. The Whimsical Drink gives you 25% bonus status damage, and its recipe can be found at Brewery Estate, near Evergreen Vineyard. And now, to craft the Whimsical Drink, you're gonna need one type of flower. So you actually have the choice between coneflowers, sages, bellflowers, honeysuckles, scarlets, and yellow lotuses. You'll need deviated saffron, which, you know, you just get the saffron plants, and then you get the seeds, right? You farm the saffron plants, you get the seeds, you plant them in your garden, and with the fertilizer mutation boost or the beast, you'll have higher chances of getting the deviated saffrons. So you're gonna need deviated saffrons, you're gonna need purified water, so you just purify the dirty water you get through your purifier, and you'll need ice cubes, which can be gotten with your fridge by using purified water, and then you just convert them into ice at your fridge. The French fries give you plus 20% weapon damage while in Fortress Warfare and can be found at Silver Shore Resort, in that kitchen right there. For the French fries, you're gonna need deviated potatoes, masala, and cheese. So to get deviated potatoes, you can just get the seeds, right? Plant them in your garden, and with the bees or the fertilizer mutation boost, you'll get deviated potato pretty quickly. And then for masala, as I've said before, you go to the vendor at Tallgrass Inn, and she will sell masala seeds. And for the cheese, you can find them in the food or seed crates or drawers in various POIs, or you can craft it in the brewing barrel using deer milk or goat milk obtained from killing fawns or ewes. That'll be it for this video. If you've learned something from it, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!